Jaffna is a quiet and largely unmodernized city in the north of Sri Lanka. Often ravaged by a long-fought civil war that raged for 3 decades, Jaffna is home to the Tamil minority and is situated on a dry peninsula. Jaffna was the metropolis of the Tamil kingdom before the Europeans conquered this unspoiled town. It was held under the reign of the Portuguese, Dutch and the British until they renounced their control of Sri Lanka in 1948. Pay respect to Nallur Kandaswamy Kovil, one of the most central Hindu shrines and compounds in the country. Stretches of sparkling gold will catch your eye of this beautifully constructed temple of the 15th century. The date of manifestation of this holy ground is 1734 and the structures are decorated with gilt brasswork, paintings and elaborate sculptures. The Holy Nallur festival is the longest religious celebration in the country and is spread across 25 days. Thousands of people, including pilgrims, people of faith, travelers and visitors participate in this event and witness splendid processions, chanting, dancing and drumming. The city is slowly being brought back to life with new renovations and refurbishment. The conflict that overwhelmed Jaffna in the past decades is gradually fading. If you wish to glimpse life during the colonial years, visit the old park's uncanny ruins of train stations, forts, ancient buildings and other remains of the bygone era. The ancient Kadurgoda Viharaya is a stupa situated in Chunnakam and is one of the remaining Buddhist shrines in Jaffna. The site is of archaeological importance and was constructed when Devanampiyathissa was the reigning king. He was also the key figure to introduce Buddhism to Sri Lanka during one of the most powerful periods in the country. There are 20 temples that can be seen on the surrounding land, with the smallest stupa standing at 8 feet and the largest at 23.5 feet. This is a rare weaving as most temples have just one large shrine. Legend believes around 60 monks attained enlightenment on these holy grounds. The temple was restored in 1916 and today it continues to be a site that enthralls and mystifies visitors. The Nagapushani Ambal Kovil is another spectacular wonder of Jaffna and is acclaimed for the 4 broadly decorated gopurams. The gateways are richly adorned with murals, engravings and oil lamps. The gopurams are magnificent, with the tallest entryway reaching an impressive height over 100 feet. The Kovil is dedicated to Goddess Parvati and Lord Shiva, her consort. This is a significant beacon and worshipped by Hindu believers all year round. The annual Mahotsavam festival is held in the months of June and July and is known to attract 100,000 devotees. The Jaffna Fort is a monumental tower in the history of Sri Lanka. The fortress was built by the Portuguese in 1618 and later taken control of by the Dutch. They expanded the shape of the pentagon and completed the construction in 1680. The Dutch symbol is still unmistakable at the doorway. The fort is spread across 25 hectares and is the second largest in the country. You can witness a spectacular sunset that lights up the encompassing area of this incredible site. The fort is 400 years old and an instinctual reminder of the colonial past and maritime traditions. Relish a splash and a swim at the Kirimale Hot Springs, a natural stream located in Palali. People of the Hindu faith strongly believe this water tank contains healing properties and carries miraculous powers. Fresh water flows into the spring despite it being close to the sea through an underground source. The water, while not being relatively hot, is certainly soothing and balmy. Surrounded by pleasant weather, the stream almost resembles a swimming pool and has an exquisite feel to it. Moreover, this site is important to Hindu devotees as they will gather on a full moon day in July to bathe in the sacred waters and pay reverence to their ancestors' souls. Elephant Pass is the gateway that spans the shallow mangrove which divides the Jaffna Peninsula from the rest of Sri Lanka. The Dutch named this way and during their reign, it is believed that elephants were transported from one side to the other. While elephants can no longer be seen, the fateful name still remains. The peninsula connects to the mainland and stretches across the flat landscape, vegetation, palmyra trees, and beautiful silhouettes. Appreciate the extraordinary era of the royals with a visit to the royal palace or the Jaffna palace that was the primary dwelling of the ruling bloodline in Allur. The palace has long been demolished except for a single remnant, which is the arch. The archway is a standalone structure and a unique monument of centuries old that attests to the forgotten and intriguing history. According to the legend, the queens and their attendants bathed in a private tank, and this vessel known as Yamuna Airy still remains. The minister's mansion is in fairly good shape. However, upon seeing it, you can visualize the picturesque and charming building encircled by a serene and peaceful atmosphere. Bask in the quietness of this otherworldly ruin and reflect on the rich history and tradition of the Kingdom of Jaffna. Jaffna is incomparable when compared to the rest of the country with its pristine and natural panorama, ancient ruins and glorious sights, Tamil culture, delicious food and delicacies, language and region that makes this peninsula an incredible travel destination and one that you must be able to cross off your bucket list.